Hey, welcome to episode number 45 of the Lunch Show. My name is Brian Langille, and as you can see, I'm coming to you from an all-white background. I'm trying to do this in an effort to clean up my image because last week's episode kind of left it a little tarnished. Yeah, I didn't always play by the rules. A little iffy on whether or not I should have posted that episode because some people are like, you know, Brian, you did admit to a lot of stuff you probably shouldn't have. And yeah, I get that. But you know, if I'm not going to go here and be honest and talk about stuff, then what's the point in doing it, right? So, yeah, that's my public service announcement. Whatever you do, don't do anything stupid when you're drinking, like me. To be honest with you, that's not the only time I did something like that. That's the only time I actually took someone else's property and threw it over an overpass. So, yeah, that part I'm clear on. But it's not the only time I did things that were questionable when I was drinking. Yeah, believe it or not, I know some of you are going to find this absolutely shocking, but sometimes, just sometimes, there were times where once I had a little bit to drink, I ended up saying stuff that I probably shouldn't have said. Now, I'm not talking about the things like, man, I love you, I wish you and I were together, you know, because we're supposed to be. No, not like that. I mean, I did that when I was sober, right? So I don't need alcohol to do that one. But I'm talking where my brain and my mouth weren't overly connected because there was too much alcohol in the way. And I'm going to tell this one because it's another example of things you shouldn't do when you're drinking. And this one takes us back to 1990, I'm going to say 7, maybe 1998. There is a local establishment in East Hampton, Nova Scotia known as Curly Portables, where on Thursdays everyone would go to get together, have some drinks, dance a little bit, etc., etc. Also fight and dance and fight and wait for the cops to show up. That sort of event, you know. Anyway, so I got there one Thursday night and didn't have a ride home. And it turns out that a good friend of mine said, don't worry, Brian, I'll drive you home. You drink whatever you want, and I'll make sure you get home safe. So I was like, perfect. Bring on the beer. And yeah, so everything was going well, and I had a few drinks, and a few more, and a few more. And before I knew it, I was kind of slurring what I was saying. I was just kind of mouthing off at whatever. Now, the friend that was offering to drive me home had another friend. And I didn't really get along with this person. We just didn't really mesh in the cosmic kind of way. Oil and water would be a good way to describe us. United States, Afghanistan would be another good way to describe us. You know, stuff like that. Me and PCs, same idea. Anyway, so it was well commonly known that we didn't get along. So my friend comes up and she goes, by the way, I have to drive this person home. Is that all right with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. She goes, no, whatever you do, Brian, don't do anything stupid, okay? Don't cause a scene, don't cause any problems, okay? Can you just get along for like 10 minutes? Sure, I'll do that, that's no problem at all. So end of the night comes, we all pile into the car and everything's fine, and I seemingly forgot about that conversation. Because the person I don't get along with is all going off about, oh, my ex-boyfriend was there, and I saw him with his new girlfriend, and I really didn't like it, and I was really upset. And I went up and talked to him, and I said, we should still be together, which is what I was talking about earlier. And he said no, but he did say that I had one thing that none of his other ex-girlfriends have ever had. And I saw my opening, light shone down on me. It was like the perfect moment. And I sat there and I said, what, chlamydia? I will never forget this as long as I live, because I don't think I've ever actually been hit that hard in the face by a man or a woman. Never. Just BAM! And my head just went, and you could actually see the ripples going as I got hit. And I think, and I'm not totally sure, because I may have actually been stunned for a couple seconds, but I remember the one I do like, my friend looking at me going, what did I tell you? And I was like, sorry, you know, it slipped out. It just happened. So yeah, Yeah, as a public disclaimer, I'm going to let you know that the girl I'm talking about in this story did not have chlamydia. So I'm just going to clear that one up for you. Get it? Clear that one up. Anyway, the point is yeah, I said something that I probably shouldn't have said, and I blame it all on alcohol because that's what happens or happened. I'm very well refined now. I don't make comments like that when I'm drinking. In fact, I'm pretty calm when I drink. I have a few beer, I go to sleep. It's pretty much how it goes. But there was a time back in the mid to late 90s where when I had alcohol, crazy shit would happen. Yeah, so basically I'd like to have your opinion on this. I'm not proud of either event. Well, I shouldn't say that. I am kind of proud of the chlamydia thing because, I mean, that one was just bang, bam, out of the park. Doesn't happen very often with me, so I'm pretty proud of that one. But in the overall scheme of things, it was a pretty douchebag thing for me to do. So I'm just kind of wondering if I could get your input on this. Which one was actually worse? You know, was it the stealing the Christmas tree and throwing it over an overpass, or was it making the chlamydia comment to a woman who was obviously emotionally unstable at the time? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up because I don't really have anything else I want to talk about here. I'm going to see The Dark Knight tonight, and I will... The Dark Knight tonight. That sounds like a great musical. Anyway, I'm going to go see that show tonight. I will post a review on that this weekend and give my review. Now, everyone else has said it's the most amazing movie of all time, so I really can't see me going against that. But just in case you're wondering, hey, what does Langille think of that? I'll post it here. But I'm going to wrap this one up. My name is Brian Langille. Thank you for watching episode number 45 of The Langille Show. You can check it out at thelangilleshow.com and youtube.com. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Langille and twitter.com/thelangilleshow. Until next time, don't make any comments about people having STDs if you have no proof, whether you're drinking or you're not. Drink responsibly. Don't be like your old friend Langille here, who used to make numerous mistakes when consuming alcoholic beverages. So go enjoy yourself, have a good couple days, and we'll see you this weekend. Take care.